Clayton, first off, what are you looking for from your teams at Nationals, particularly with several runners competing there for the first time?
Really, to see improvement, I would say, is my biggest thing. Last year, I think we were kind of shell shocked a bit. You know, they weren't expecting the depth and the amount of people around them, and so really just preparing them for that and realizing that every little bit counts, down to the last bit.
On the women's side, you have two stalwarts in Stephanie Parsons and Hope Petrocarlo. Also, Tori Klimowitz has been right there with them as well. Your thoughts on their prospects heading into Nationals?
I think they have a wonderful opportunity to become All-American again. I know that's what everyone talks about, but I think if they just show up with the attitude where I'm gonna put myself in it and compete and not give anyone more credit than they deserve, then that'll come with it. But if you're just shooting for that, I have to be All-American, then it kind of freaks you out. But if they just show up focused and ready, I think they'll have a great performance this weekend.
For the men after Colton Castle, it's really a young roster that you send out there. What have you done to prepare them for Nationals?
They've just been training well. I train them 10K worth of work since right when we got here in August. We've been doing 10K worth of volume, and that just, I think, prepares them physiologically to be ready. Ward Reese, look out for him. He's a stud, and he's someone who is kind of asserting and showing his dominance that he belongs and he wants to make it to the next level.
Speaking of training and everything, you head out to California now for Nationals. Obviously, different weather. You're going from the 30s to now temperatures up, possibly in the 60s. What effects do you foresee in terms of the different climate?
Usually going to a warmer climate, I like to have kids heat train and things like that, like when I was down in Texas last year for outdoor track. But everything is so, it's hard to do it when it's 20 or 30 degrees and heat train, but 60 degrees really isn't anything crazy or too hot or too warm. It's just going to be a good, perfect race environment. And Sacramento, the weather's supposed to be wonderful.
What do you know about the course and how it fits the strengths of your team?
The course is really flat. The men, they do 3 loops, and the women, they do 2 loops. There's been multiple races that have been held out there as far as the Western championships and a few different races throughout the season and previous years. So there's all kinds of race footage online, and you can see kind of what the undulation of hills, but there's really not hills, so it's flat, it's on fairways, it's on a golf course, and it'd be expecting to run quick.
How many runners will you take out to California with you?
15 runners.
Okay. How's that break down, men and women?
We'll be taking the 7 men and 7 women, obviously, and then I'm taking 1 alternate on the men's side.
What's this season meant to you as a coach working with these 2 teams?
It's my 2nd season here, and so over the course of 1 year, it's amazing the amount of, passion and support you get back from the athletes just from 1 year of trust and building of relationships. And so it's been a great year. Just seeing the development of them, and it really excites me as we keep moving forward. I think we're just starting to tap into their minds as far as having them realize what really is possible, where before they just kind of thought, hey, I'm gonna run in college, where I think I'm getting them to believe a little more where, hey, we can actually be good, be successful, but just helping them believe, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful path so far.